Just came out of a rainstorm. I'm on the way to the Sunday drive. I think I'm probably done with the rain. There's about 45 kilometers left, and this is pretty much the pretty part. I didn't want to start too soon because the battery would die. I love these trees. They're really pretty, but man, are they dangerous. Okay, yeah. Take you for a ride through the vineyards, the little vineyards in the area, up to the race course. Maybe stop at McDonald's or something, I don't know. Something like that. And hopefully I'll film and not like last time where I thought I was filming and I wasn't filming anything. And here we go. So I just came through a nice blast of rain, and I'm hoping that was the blast they were talking about. And you can see it's gray over there and less gray over there. Unfortunately, that's the direction we're going over there. And I was smart enough to cover up my backpack, rucksack, sakado. Yeah, I can say backpack in 3 languages. Isn't that cool? So I've got so much on my mind, and the main thing I have on my mind is I think the restaurant is closing at 6 p.m. So I need to get there, get checked in, get my tent put up, and then yeah, then get ready to rumble. So here we go. Oh yeah, I got nice and wet. I have all sorts of rain gear, of course. By the time I would have pulled over, I was already drenched. So now I'm trying to dry off a little bit. As long as it doesn't rain anymore, it should be easy to. And there are quite a lot of little vineyards around here. I am not in Bordeaux or any of the other very well-known portions of France, but they have some nice wines around here. If you ever get out here in the province, I would suggest you pull over and grab a bottle from one of the vineyards. Guy seems to be in a bit of a hurry. Probably all going to the same place. So what this is, it's called the Sunday Classic, I think, or something like that. And it's they do a lot of different kind of races. Saturday night there's an endurance race that goes 4 hours in the dark. I watched that a little bit last time. And then up on the pavilion they have, if you buy a ticket for it, which I did, they have like a party up there on the platform. Pretty cool stuff, I guess. I mean, it's cool enough that I was here last year and I'm going back again, so. And sometimes you just gotta, you know, do some weird stuff. It's really loud. Oh, that's the sun. Oh, I love the sun. Don't you love the sun? After you're all wet, you're trying to dry out. There goes the sun. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm having fun. Having fun. No song stuck in my head today. That's good. There are a lot of speed traps on this road. Speed trap sign. They do warn you in France, though. That's nice. In Germany, they don't. They like to surprise you and get their money to fill their budget. Fun, 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 till my daddy took the T-bird away. Oh, great. Now I got this guy in front of me. It is really the season of weird stuff in front of you. I like that he left the extension cord hanging from the trailer. Nice. Don't feel like this took any longer than the highway. taking the highway. So even taking the highway, you have to get off of it pretty far away, and you know, it just didn't matter. Rappella, 90 beans. You see the cord hanging from the trailer? I think that's one of those mobile construction trailers where they put it on site and the construction workers sleep in it until the site's done. I have not a bone of idea where the heck we are. That's a nice basic fit. Going by around us, man. This place has no windows. I hate that. It's like a dungeon. I really hope this guy goes another direction. For being in, feels like the middle of nowhere, there's a lot of traffic right now. Got lucky he went the other way. I don't know how the hills look on the camera, but they look nice in real life. Wow, cold, cold, cold. Got too wet, got cold. Wow, it's cold. 105. Brought it back from the dead. Peace. Rookie. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I just got some heat off the motor. That felt good. The wind was just right and kicked it right onto my legs. I wouldn't be cold if I didn't get wet. It's always like that, right? Get wet, get cold. It's hard to get warm again. But I am pretty hopeful. I've seen the last of the rain for the weekend. The rest of the weekend's supposed to be sunny. Straight through, I guess so. I guess the good thing is I gotta use the rainwater to clean off my visor. That's nice. I got behind me a Mini Cooper. Yeah, Mini Cooper. Bet he's feeling super duper. That's pretty. Oh, there's a horsey. White one. Oh, little brown one. Look at me. I'm the babies. Oh, there's two babies. Two ponies. Look at me. I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Too fair. Gonna bang a Louie. Agoosh, baby, agoosh. beautiful drive. Bien aquí. Flick flack the cop. Like all good Americans, the only thing I can think about is making sure I get food tonight. So I stopped at a boulangerie, bakery, and had a meeting I had to attend. So I stopped at the boulangerie, and this one used to have the best sandwiches, and I used to get all excited to stop there. And then they changed owners, and as things go, they're so basic now. I had a ham and cheese on a baguette, and the baguette was terrible, and for my standards, for the standards around here anyway. The baguette was no good. Hell, you got a better one at Subway. And I don't know, there was just ham and cheese on it, and maybe, I don't know, maybe a little butter or something. Nothing. No, nothing. It used to be salad with some cool sauce and nice, you could tell it was quality meat. This one felt like it came out of a package. Not digging it. Sort of disappointing, because it used to be really second best sandwiches in the area. Where are we? En Provence Vets. Okay. Okay. Garage Visalto. Want to get your car fixed? I've been here before. Definitely been here before. Somewhere up here I'm gonna go right, without a doubt. We'll be running in, from now on, a heck of a lot of motorcycles, I think. Yeah, I stopped there once. Yeah, I remember this village. Patonk! Patonk, patonk, patonk. I really gotta up my patonk game. I'm coming to an age where it's sort of important to know. One truck and you get a line of cars. Look at those cliffs. Aren't they pretty? Oh yeah. Yeah, they are. Right when I'm getting in the twisties, I get this guy with a little trailer in front of me. The road is still a little bit wet. Aren't these roads just as cool as the day is long? I tell you. They're just so pretty, so windy. That is actually the car I wanted to buy last year when I bought my car that I have now, my Toyota Cross thing. It's Suzuki, but they were so popular that they have a waiting list of about 2 years to get one. And then when you get one, you have to pay over MSRP. Which seems ridiculous. And actually I've heard they're not that great from a reliability standpoint. So I probably dodged a bullet. But they look cute, and you can get them in 4-wheel and all this stuff. But but I heard at high temperatures, at high speeds, they're loud inside and such. Kind of waiting for these motorcycles to pass me. They don't seem to be in much of a hurry either. There is something, and when you're on a motorcycle and you notice the people are nice and sort of slow down and get out of your way, always give them a right foot off the peg to let them know you appreciate them for not, you know, blocking your boogie. You know, I actually think it's faster off of the highway. I got here and I stopped for 2 meetings. And no, I didn't leave early. I left at a time when I actually can leave that I never leave on a Friday. I always start early, so I build up a lot of extra hours and stuff like that. And but if I really just work my work week, because my work week is 38 hours, so I can leave, I start early, I can leave at 2, which I did, and it's now, what time is it? 4:30, so I had 2 meetings. Okay, one didn't go the time, I knew it wouldn't, it went like 10 minutes, and it was planned for an hour, so thankfully that, and the other one went the full half hour. So take off that time, I'm making some serious time here. Did some cool lane splitting to get around some traffic earlier. I love these hills. There's something about them. There's just, I don't know, it's just cool. What's the sign say? Slow the hell down? Oh yeah, danger. And this one says there's something going on the 8th of June. Well, on my brother's birthday. That's going on, I guess. And I'm thinking it's a big one for him. I think he's zeroing again. Right, because we'll have a 7 years in front of me, so where he's at, I got about 6.5 years, and then after that, I guess I'll have to call myself an old fart. I don't know. What? I guess in 2 years, people start to call it. What time? What age? 65? Is that when you get into movies for $2 less or something? Oh, it's a crossing guard. Oh, good. I thought it was a police stop. Well, the kids go to school late here. It's 4:30 and the little ones are just getting out. They were getting out when I left at 2. I have a real cop for a crossing guard here. Remember at Lowell, we used to do that in the 6th grade? Everybody wanted to be captain of the patrol. And then came 7th grade. I think everybody should stay home in 7th grade. Let their hormones work themselves out. It should be a mandatory homeschooling here. At least for little boys. Look at the rocks. Isn't it beautiful up here? Nope. Some of those beautiful rocks don't fall on us. I might have got lucky with the rain. I did get drenched for about 10 minutes and that was it. Had the big drops for about 10 minutes. And the temperature and the weather is working it out exactly the way they forecasted, which, you know, really only in the months of July and August does that work out around here. You just say sun and you're gonna be right. It does not rain at all here in July. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm loving it. Absolutely adore this ride. Bike rider. Bike rider. We wavy davy. Oh, the road's really wet here. I guess it just stopped raining here. Guess I got lucky. The force was with me. Can-Am. I've heard those things are about as reliable as a Fiat. Oh, bummer. Breakdown. Doink. Doink. I got a good place to pitch my tent. Last year, where I got such a terrible spot, the ground was so hard. I couldn't even get my tent poles in the ground. It was just a rock. I ended up putting rocks on the what do you call the ropes, the draw ropes for the tent, and just keep it up. And then there was a wind that basically knocked me, huffed and puffed and blew my ass down. Wow, it really just stopped raining here. I'm still getting spray off the guy in front of me. Man, I got lucky. It's 18 degrees Celsius, so low 60s Fahrenheit, something like that. High 50s, low 60s. I notice the motorcycle likes these temperatures. I don't feel like it's straining. Sometimes when it gets really hot, I feel like I'm, I don't know, really pulling the jugs out of it. Oof. Porsche. I got a couple croissants with me and some granola bars in case there's no place to eat tonight, and a thermos full of water. That's the wall, that's the back wall of the raceway. Can't see it because of the wall, but trust me, on the other side is like the back, sort of the part of the race you never see from the stands. I gotta pull out my SRC Sunday Race Classic. Holy cow, I'm here. I felt so much faster than last year. Okay. So now you get all the, oh, they have truck races and all the sorts of races. See if I can remember. I know somewhere here I gotta pop a left. Ah, here we are. Circuit Paul Ricard. Sunday Ride Classic signs out everywhere. Bonjour, camping? Camping?
You speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for the camping?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, right. That's too long ago. I can't find it. One second. You can help that. I'll come. That's why. Is that one you have? C'est le même?
C'est le même.
Yeah, okay. Merci. C'est là. So here we are. Here we are. Holy shit. Still nothing good. Well, maybe. Why is nobody parked? Okay. Alright. Oh. Oh. Ouch. I guess I'm here, so here we are. So here somewhere, I guess.
starting them early. These kids are so small. He's just gonna crash into the wall, doesn't know how to brake. This is hilarious. This kid is really brave. He'll try any stuff. He's crashed like 50 times, well, 2 times. And he gets up with a smile. My kind of kid, doesn't cry, whine. This kid hasn't quite learned that you turn. But it's pretty funny to watch. But that's how I turned on my camera. I know I have a couple of VMAX friends out there, so I wanted to take a video from this, they called Club VMAX Generation. They've been a club, I guess, looking at their signs since 2015. There's always one American nerd like me. There are some really pretty ones. But the one, oh, there it is. I don't know what it says on the side, but hopefully not, you know, want fries with that. This one's really crazy. That purple. I don't know what it looks like on the camera. This guy actually, no, not this one. There's one over here. They might have gone for a ride. I noticed they've been checking out and going for rides, but this one here, I think the guy's camping right next to me. He's got the full setup, the van, a tent, has a beautiful trailer for his VMAX. I probably never hits the road except here to drive around the block. Oh, this is the guy who's staying next to me. I noticed it on the stripes on the tank. That is really pretty. I didn't notice yet. Needs a new seat. But from far away when he's riding, that's really amazing. It's just, yeah, I know I have my VMAX friends out there. And there's a few people I watch on the internet are VMAX freaks. That Yamaha yellow racing is pretty cool. They're all pretty cool, actually. This is one of the first motorcycles I thought, damn, I gotta get back on a motorcycle. Never rode one, but one of the ones that made me think about it. I just love the different shape of the tank. And I guess those are air intakes. They're, I don't know. When you compare it to Yamahas today, they definitely had some style that they don't have right now. I think right down here is the real Yamaha place. It's pretty, you know, I got a Yamaha and I've had it now. I've had it 3 years, but this is my 4th driving season. And, you know, I'm not a mechanic, and that's sort of why I bought it. That thing, I can't break it. If I take it in for service, just make sure I get the chain cleaned and the oil changed and the filters. I did notice they did make a couple of upgrades to it, I see. Like, now you get the LED blinkers with it. I had to buy those extra. The seat's still hard as a rock. If this bike has one drawback, it's that. And it costs about $1,000 more than when I bought it. But the exhaust is still the same. They've definitely put the better wheels on it. But the motor's the exact same, which is probably perfect because it's an awesome motor. And this is the rally version. I don't like the high fender. I ride mostly on the street, so a high fender makes no sense. It's really only any good if you're in the mud all the time. Anyway. They don't... if I ever got a scooter again, this is the one, or that one over there by Honda is the one I was thinking of getting, but this one is really, I've seen them a lot on the street. People who are riding them really can move them. But then I looked at the price, no way. But they, yeah. I don't know. They're great bikes. They really are. One thing I noticed this year is Harley Davidson didn't show up. They don't have any presence here this year. I mean, there's some Harleys here, obviously, but not Harley Davidson Motor Company. And I'm sure that has something to do with firing the CEO, stepping back from what they were doing before. I'm probably going to go figure out what they want to do next. I know that they have a lot of different things they probably have to think about before they go totally bankrupt. But these, I tell you, African Twin is really hard bike not to like. I bet the seat's a lot softer on mine. And then there's the dude who sells tires. He'll do your tire change right here, right now for you. That's sort of cool in a weird way. But I'm gonna guess. Now he has some tires called Nitas. Never heard of those. So I don't think I'd get them. I'm not sure, but I don't think I would. I'm funny about not knowing. Like these ZONT motorcycles. You ever heard of that? I mean, I know this CF Moto is the Chinese brand. Maybe this is another Chinese brand. I don't know. Or Korean. Does anybody know? I don't know. I guess I could ask somebody if I cared, but I don't. And they were here last year. They go out with rides with their bikes, try to get people to think that they're just as good as Japanese, which they might be, but who would you rather support, the Japanese or the Chinese? Today, I don't feel Japan's trying to fight to be world leader, and I don't think that's really on their mind as a people. And still today, I think a lot of people, I mean, they got some good looking bikes, there's no doubt. Okay, I think I'm out. Bye. No, not out. I don't know. Was I still recording? You just look at my nose hairs? That's gross. Alright. So, I mean, they got some good looking bikes, but still, I think Yamaha and Honda are the most reliable. And if I went strange from Yamaha, I'd go to a Kawasaki. I just absolutely love the retro look of the see, here's a bunch of Harleys, but it's not Harley Davidson Motor Company. They're here to show what performance stuff they'll do to your Harley. They got the Saddleman. That's a weird ass bike. But I'm sure all of them have some improvement on it. They did, exhaust or something. Some upgrade. Alright, really just wanted to show the V-Maxes. Talk to you later, buddy. Gain weight and some years. If not, there would be no video. Oh, it got really warm. It got really warm and taking down my campsite really was sort of draining, to say the least. And you see that cable for so I know where the heck I'm going and how to get home. Of course, I put it in the bottom of something and and it was of course in the bottom of the last bag I checked. Isn't that the way it always is? Anyway, really fun time. I could stay longer, but I think my ears have had enough of screaming motorcycles. What a pretty route. I swear the highway really isn't any faster. And you have to pay for tolls too, so that's nice. Let's say from here it's about $6 or $7 in tolls that you don't pay when you take the side roads. So hopefully I'll get out of here okay. It's weird the way people seem to intentionally block that nobody can drive past them. Anything on the ground? I don't see anything worth anything. I just have to wait till my motorcycle gets warm, and then I will beat feet out of here. This guy's got everything, the best of everything. He's got an old Tenere from '83 and it looks like brand new. Everything he has is the finest of finest. And he dresses like it too. So I think brother got some money. I think I better check the air in my tire before I go too far. I don't know why I'm in fourth gear. That was tiring. Wouldn't be bad if it wasn't sunny, or my place was one of the ones in the shade. The problem with the shade is it also where you get bird turds. Who wants bird turds, right? So I don't have a flat, right? No. See, they put those stakes over there. I don't know, maybe I can get out that way. Yeah, I think so. Look how many people came in since I got here. It's crazy. Thanks. I had my tent over there last year. It's just a rock. I don't know if this used to be a quarry, but this is the most rocky place to pitch a tent. It's like
Very difficult. Oh, that was fun. That was really, I don't know, something about screaming motorcycles and then just a sea of motorcycles in this parking lot. This one here and a couple others. It's just a literal sea of them. Look at this. There's rows and rows of motorcycles. You don't know what kind of motorcycle you want? Come here and take a look. It is crazy. Ah, it's fun. That's too many. All the security guards, the police, everybody really nice. I have just met nothing but nice people out there. I'll be into Circuit Paul Ricard. Grand Prix Hotel. Maybe I'll try that next time. I don't know. It kind of blows the experience, I think. Because you're sort of in a cocoon there where all that you think about is motorcycles. There's nothing but motorcycles everywhere. I'm glad I got in front of that camper prior to this nonsense. Yeah, I think probably a few people have the racing bug, bit it on this corner and a few others. And really, I don't know, maybe my videos will show it, but
what was I gonna say? Not all the racers there are professional. There's a lot of amateur race. There's old time machine races, races from a certain, I don't know, decade, like the 80s. You'll find a race with nothing but 1980 whatever, I don't know, X race car, and then smaller ones, you know, like under 450 cc's or something like that. And so a lot of the races you're looking at them like you're thinking, damn, I could drive that good, and it really is the case. Oh, this ride is so beautiful. I really hope I'm filming here. Oh no. See that, I probably mentioned this before, that car in front of that car, it's not a real car. It only goes, it's like following a scooter. It'll only go 50, and up a hill it'll, how fast am I going? Up a hill it'll do 44. And when you see a kid driving it, it's because I think you can drive a scooter with 14 and then a car like that with 16, and at 18 you get your real license. So, but if you see some old guy driving one, that probably means he lost his license drinking. Let that guy by. He's got a sport bike and I got 2 bags, a backpack. Yeah, you get it. So they even got a car place. If you want to come beat your car, you can do it right over here. Driving center. And I saw that yesterday from the other side. And there's people just beating the crap out of their private cars, driving around in a little loop. And I suppose that's better than getting a ticket for going 900 miles an hour on the highway to see how fast your car will go. It looks like there was one straightaway you could probably get going pretty fast, but that next curve is a doozy, so you definitely have to start slowing before the end of the straightaway. So it is 11:38 a.m. Central European Daylight Savings Time, to be exact. My GPS says I will be home in just under 2 hours, but I will stop and get some food on the way, so that number is not real. Oh, that wind feels so good after packing everything up. Getting a little sweaty. I have this mesh jacket on, so the wind just blows right through it. And it's not really, what is the temperature right now? That's the temperature of my, I think, 21 Celsius. So it's pretty cool, but if you're standing in the sun doing manual labor, you'll sweat. At least I will. I see some people, they never sweat ever. Never ever. I do have my own pump with me. I can put in my UPS, but I would much rather find a gas station with a pump and not have to break out mine, because I think it's at the very bottom of the box. So next week on Tuesday, the day after my little sister's birthday, I will be going to the Yamaha dealer for my 20,000 kilometer inspection. And I think this one's a doozy, so I don't think I want to have a heart attack when I see the bill. I think they probably do all the fluids and everything else possible. Yeah. And big stuff, you know, things that, yeah, you do every 20,000 kilometers on them. If you don't do that, your bike won't last 30,000 kilometers. It's just a fact. Wow, look at all these fucking bikes, man. It's kind of cool. Everybody's going. There's still a race today, and it's probably the biggest one of the weekend, actually, with the real professionals bidding for real money. I just, my ears are starting to blow, even with my headphones on. You got 50 bikes on the track at once, I think 52 bikes, you know, just screaming, and if you're watching it, you're close enough to, I don't know. I'm just dipping behind these guys. I don't know why. Seems like the thing to do. I'm just not in a hurry. Just not in a hurry. Tomorrow's Monday, back to work. Who wants to start thinking about work, you know? I don't. That's really the only way to do it. It's just try to not think about it when you don't have to. You know, that work-life balance stuff, it's bullshit. You work your ass off when you have to, and when you don't have to, do whatever you can to forget about it for a couple of days. Because that's just, it's just nonsense. I don't know why anybody said that. There's times there's no balance at all. You're just working 16-hour days for, 3 months, and then you get a break, and then take that break and do whatever the heck you can to get that shit out of your head for a couple of minutes, and then move on, man, and roll with it. And just don't. Yeah, I see why I wanted to get ahead of everybody before these curves. Following people through curves isn't really fun. It's a beautiful country, isn't it? Nice valley. We are in Signa. Signa. I don't know. I guess the bottom one's Italian. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know when they start going from Italian to Spanish. As the second name listed. Up around our house, it's always, the second name's always Italian. Grasso is Grasso. I know that from the sign going in and out of the village, out of the city. Cool bike, cool bike, cool bike. Harley Davidson riders don't normally wave at, they only wave at other Harley guys, but I wave at them anyway. I'm an American, I can wave at Harley riders, right? Harleys are just too big for here. I almost always end up parking in a place that's not even, you have to jiggle your bike a little bit to get in there, and I don't know, pushing around a 900-pound bike is work. It's just work. Pushing around this one can be enough for me. What are they doing? Flying kites? Ah, flying kites. Now they're totally I think they just got back from a paraglide. Guess they suppose they jumped from up there somewhere. Nope, I've seen those fold up and people crash, and never ever. Does not interest me. Heights and me aren't the best friend anyway. I remember in basic training when you have to climb up that thing, up to the little, there's like a little stand at the top. That was like drill sergeant telling me to wait. I'm like, man, I need to go before I get vertigo and just collapse here. And I think he sensed my fear and left me up there longer. Or maybe I just had terror written all over my face. Getting up to it's not a problem, getting down from it's not a problem, but standing up there, I get the willies, man. I'm like, ah, damn, we're 50 feet off the ground, or however high it is, I don't know. When you're up there, which is a lot higher than when you're on the ground looking up at it. I was like, I gotta get out of here. Those people who just like do, what's it called? SEAL training and Ranger training. Or what, all those special forces type things, or elite forces, whatever you want to call them. The stuff they do, it's pretty amazing, and we should all be pretty freaking appreciative. Basic training is sort of like football training in high school, but you never go home, right? And you always got some idiot yelling at you. For those who didn't do it, the first 2 weeks are just they're there. The drill sergeants are there 24 hours a day. They take shifts. Hey, you get up to pee, you better be doing it right, or somebody will tell you you're pissing wrong. Oh, excuse me, urinating. Actually, for me, that sounds grosser. So this road, if I was a sports bike guy, I would be burning, just begging for a ticket, because it's Sunday, and they do build speed traps out here all the time. Yeah, on these types of roads where they know, I mean, it's going to a raceway, right? Most bikes on this are going to and from the raceway. So doodly bugs. And for my US friends, that A on the car does not mean adulterous. It means he's a novice driver. He's had his bike license less than a year. And it's just a warning. Probably an 18-year-old kid driving. And I think it is the law. They have to have that on their car the first year they have a license. But until that time expires, they have the scarlet letter. I think it's hilarious. Look at this group of dudes, biking friends. I have no biking friends. I know nobody who owns a motorcycle. I tried begging one friend to get one, ride down from Germany and go riding with me. No. Obviously, it's dangerous. But the main thing you do is you keep your bike tuned up, make sure your brakes are good. Don't drive under the influence of alcohol. Wear some protective gear for road scratches. Good boots. And learn to watch out for everything. Won't save you, but I think it does cut down the amount of risk considerably. To be fair. That's my opinion. But I think it's also backed up with facts. Whoa, dude. He was in a hurry. That's his friend is like, I've had enough. about this weather. Perfect 23 degrees. A few puffy clouds in the sky, nothing more. This is the best weather for riding a motorcycle. It's better than when it's really hot or your teeth are chattering. A couple times I rode, took me half an hour to get back to normal, not chattering teeth. I guess I gotta pass this guy. It's getting a little boring. Oh, we're coming to this village. He might go the other way. No, he'll go the same way I'm going, I'm sure of it. Oh, what's going on here? Holy heck. More traffic here than on the freaking Autobahn. Oh, with lit sports bikes in front of me. They rip around here like you would not believe. And quite honestly, almost every time, it hasn't been a lot, but the 2 or 3 times, I think it's 3 times that I've seen the cops show up for a, for an accident involving a motorcycle, it's always been like a sports bike. They rip. You know, they're putting down a knee on the highway. Yeah, it's crazy the way they ride sometimes. Sort of cool. I got no hands. No, that road was not the time to be letting go of my steering wheel just to wave at people. The sports bike's gone already. Nowhere to be seen. Well, I'm getting thirsty. Have you noticed there's been no gas station to check air on the tire? Ever want to do stuff like that and then that's always you never see one? Okay, the area we're in, it's prevalent to not have much. Where do I go? Oh. The vineyards. The province's finest wines. Oh, look at that. You can put your dog up there when you go on vacation or something? There's just too many cops around here. Too many. And there's just those flashing boxes to really let her rip. Pretty funny. Added quite a bit of time to my time of getting home. I think I'll take a nap when I get home. I used to be able to sleep when I was a teenager in a tent, no problem. Get older. No. Wake up. I think the longest stretch I had, the 2 nights, was 3 hours. That was last night, and I was almost proud of it without waking up. Now, who enjoys getting in and out of a pub tent? Talk about a hassle. So like Wayne would say from Wayne's World, some guy spewed last night. He was spewing and spewing. It was so gross. And I think it was the same guy who spewed the night before. I mean, I didn't recognize him from his spew, but what he said after he spewed. So I guess this guy's either got a stomach that's just weak, or he's a raging alcoholic. One of the two. Who spews and goes out and does the same thing the next night? He's a serial spewer. And I can't figure out which of the two it was. I know it was one of 2 dudes. It wasn't the dude that I showed his tent where he looked like he had all the money. That guy was, I don't know his deal. We spoke a little bit. He was cordial and stuff, like normal. And then we talked a little bit about our bikes, because he has an old 10 Ray from back in the day, and I got a new one from the modern type. And we talked about the seat on this is way too hard, and it really is. It makes long distances really difficult. Yamaha, if you're listening, everybody notices the first thing, the seat is hard as heck. And I got another seat, and it's still hard, so something... I shouldn't have got a Yamaha seat as a replacement. Thing cost $300, and it's still hard as a rock. And I saw in the States, of course they don't deliver to France, some company who makes what looked on the internet to be a real plush seat. It was really expensive, of course, but I would have rather spent $450 on that than $300 on something that didn't really do anything. And like when somebody's on the back, they're roughing it. So I think we're coming up on some civilization soon, where I can maybe get some lunch and some air checkage. Whoop. Whiskey throttle. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, people. That guy was just, looked like he was just gonna go. I don't mind going slow, but that guy's just crawling. Well, the good thing is he's got my 6. He's clogging up the traffic. I don't have anybody on my rear at all. Building a new house. Looks like an apartment building, I guess. Multi-family house thing. Oh, nice bike. Nice. Nice. Fuck you. Oh, sorry, people. The guy stared right at me, pulled right in front of me. Knew exactly where I was going. And there was a gas station. Alright, next one. He wasn't nice. I waved, he didn't. No, 90. Oh, this is a beautiful place. The trees, I can't smell the air, but I swear you can smell the trees. Oh, maybe it's that. Taking it down, there's a box. Who's with me? A croissant in the morning is not enough. Who's tired? It looks like he's ripping. What is that? A church? I don't know what the heck that is. hauling ass. Ah, people. All this beauty gets boring. I need some ghetto. Kidding. getting a little windy. It's always windy when I have my bags on back. I'm gonna pull over on this picnic spot here because I need to drink something. Extremely thirsty. Just a quickie. Kickstand down. Butt off motorcycle. Ugh. Make old man noises. Oh. So hydrated. Get back on the road.
Need to wash before I go to the inspection. It'd be embarrassing to show up with a bike this dirty. But it did rain on the way going to the racetrack, so really got dirty. Well, that took 5 minutes. de Provence. Oh, ruin. I don't know what that was. Single family house, a mill, something like that. Honda Prelude. I remember those. Those were nice cars in the day. I don't know why he's driving like such a tool, but you know.
are not waivers. We both are here to have good times, so let it whip. Yeah. What's this? Oh, a star market. Or a market with a star. Anybody who's from Chicago remember, what was his name? I want to say Maury Mages. He used to do like grocery work, but he was the worst ever. And he used to have a commercial, in by 9, out by 5, and got translated to in by 9, screwed by 5. And it was like, I think he started off when I was really tiny. It was 1995 for this terrible paint job. I don't even think they had a closed room to do it in. And then it went to 20, and the last time I saw, I don't know if the guys, I don't think anybody needs that anymore because all cars have that stuff on it now. But I think he was done at like $39.95. That's the last time I ever heard of him. Anyway, some things stick in your head just because they rhymed and then you made fun of it. And anybody who went to him or just, I don't know, the paint would be peeling off 3 months after going there. He liked to do body work after wrecks and stuff, and it was just terrible work. Luke. We both are here. Bikers love to see other bikers. Sometimes I wish there was only bikers. I heard if 25% of the people dropped their car and got motorcycles, we would not have any traffic jams. I don't know if that's true or some biker guy made that up, but I heard it. So, you know, it was, if I heard it on the internet, you know it had to be true. Well, actually, that's not true for anything you hear it in TV news. But you know it's bullshit. Are you fucking passing me, you asshole? What a dick. Okay. The most expensive gas station there is, Total. It's called Total Energy now. I think they split with somebody. I don't know. Everybody's splitting with everybody. It's a nice neighborhood. One street town. I guess you can't go down it, or maybe I could have. Guess I should have. Woulda, coulda.
I saw some moped parking over here. Oh yeah, I did. There